time for an upcycle, a little throwback, 15 ways that you can use bookends around your house to decorate. Check it out. In the past, I've shared a few different ways that I use bookends other than using them with books because I think they're so functional and cool. You can use them in all different kinds of ways. So just for y'all, I have tripled my list of ways that you can use bookends around your home. And yes, we're gonna start with my all-time favorite, brass bookends as doorstops. I will never stop doing this. I love the way it looks. It's great if you only have one bookend, if you're thrifting or if one breaks. I use this really cool horse one on our front door. Sometimes you can just put bookends all by themselves. They look good just as art. Next up, storage. If you don't want to lean your cutting boards against your backsplash on your counter, a couple of marble bookends, just slide them right in between and it looks beautiful, super functional, and definitely will hold them in place for some pretty storage. I love bust bookends when I come across them. These have been painted so many times, but they're great on their own. Just put one on top of books, or you could put them together on top of a book. It's always fun to make a little conversation piece in your guest bathroom or in your regular bathroom. These thinker brass bookends are perfect for holding the towels in the guest bathroom. And of course, when you're entertaining, you can always use bookends on display to hold your napkins, which is really pretty and just kind of elevates everything. Again, with the functional, but looks great, you can keep them in your front entryway or in your kitchen to catch your mail. If you have vinyls you want to display next to your record player, you can always take your heavier bookends, like the marble ones, turn them the opposite direction that you would normally use them, and slide your vinyls right inside. Then you have a great display, plus some storage. I'm always such a big fan of using things in different ways. We don't have to run out to the store every time we need something. Dinner party, entertaining, whatever it may be. Flip those marble bookends on their sides and put a beautiful candle on them. Makes the perfect candle pedestal. Need a little spot to keep all those kid iPads? Well, you can store them between two bookends. And remember, just because you only find one bookend thrifting doesn't mean you can't grab it. You can use those as door stoppers, or you could use something pretty like this as a little jewelry storage on your vanity. Now, what about those metal bookends? Those can be a little trickier to do some of these upcycles because they're not as heavy, but they actually have an advantage to their lightweight. First off, if you have one that has a cool cutout like this or any type of design, you can always turn it sideways and put a pretty candle behind it. Now, if you really want to elevate this, you can take two of them and slide them together. You can use a little double-sided Velcro, a little hot glue, whatever you want, and you can actually create a two-sided candle holder. So if you're having a dinner party and you want to put it on your table, you can catch that really cool light with all those cool cutouts from both angles. And of course, putting two lightweight bookends like this together opens up the range of possibilities as a file holder. You can store your pot holders in them. You can store your plates in them. You can display them when you're having parties. Just put your plates in this instead of making a stack. If you've seen my previous upcycle where I took napkin holders and actually made them into vinyl holders for the walls, you could absolutely do the same thing with these. You could put vinyls or anything you want to display in them. You could even use them as little hanging art shelves. For this next one, I wouldn't use double-sided Velcro. I would probably just go ahead and glue them together, and then you can take your pop light, if you're not into doing the candle thing, and if you unscrew your pop light, you can actually just glue the base onto the bottom of your bookends. That way, if you need to change the batteries, you can just screw the top puck light off and just the base is glued on. And then you can make a beautiful candle holder. This is actually great for bookshelves when you want some of that ambient pretty light, but you don't want to have to worry about burning a candle. And nobody says you have to keep it upright. You could turn it on its side to showcase a piece of art. You could even flip it upside down. And look, you've got a cool little sconce. Just mount that on the wall with a couple of little nails. Need to display something like a little chalkboard for a dinner party, even a piece of art. Remember, you guys, you can take those marble heavy bookends, turn them on their sides, and they'll make the perfect little shelf. You could even put a little candle in front of it. So just fun ways to use them and display things differently. Putting together a fun display for a dinner party, just take a couple of bookends, use a little double-sided Velcro, a beautiful silver tray on top. Who needs to buy a cake stand? Last but not least, we'll go functional. You can use bookends in your closet to put all of your clutches together for some nice organization. Happy upcycling.